Today we talk about how to market yourself like a boss to win business. Stay tuned.
Good morning, Mr. Novak.
How are you?
I'm good. You?
Good. A little birdie told me you won the domain.com.au state winner, New South Wales, for the Trailblazer Awards.
It's true. I'm feeling very
Congrats.
proud and very thankful to everyone that's helped me along the way. But yeah, it's been a really good couple of days. We had an awesome Christmas party yesterday. Novak.
1 of 5.
Party. 1 of 5. It was a bloody awesome afternoon. So yeah, it's been a big week.
It's been big, and what is this award? What is it? What's the Trailblazer Award? You're 19 years of age. Why'd you win it?
It's recognising upcoming agents in the industry that have been working less than 3 years. Takes into consideration pretty much anyone doing any job in the industry. But yeah, it was an amazing evening put on by Domain. And very, very happy to say that I got the #1 for New South Wales, which was awesome.
Massive, buddy. Massive. Luke says congrats. Paul says g'day. How are you guys? What are we talking about today?
We're talking about how to win hearts here, Mark. How to win votes, how to win business. There's a lot of talk at the moment about the elections coming up locally. We've got a couple of people really pushing their names out into the community to try and win themselves the place of representing our local council.
And I got to say, it's impressive.
It's annoying. Like, I find it quite in your face, but you've got to take away, they do a heck of a good job at marketing themselves. And we were just saying off air, it's very similar to many other businesses.
It's just unbelievable. Like, I don't understand how you can motivate 50 people to stand on the side of the road dancing with a billboard, wearing different coloured t-shirts on the main highway during peak hour. I don't know who does that, and how do you motivate people to do that? Like, obviously, are they paid, unpaid? Are they doing it for passion? Are they family? Are they friends? It's bloody incredible to watch. I think it's heating up.
It is, for sure. And even if they are, family, like you say, just to get them there in the first place for 8 to 10 o'clock a.m. on a busy work thing, you've got to take your hats off to them, really. And for someone who doesn't, necessarily know the name at the start, if you're not really interested in, following politics, you certainly know the name by the end of the campaign, that's for sure.
So let's take it apart, and guys, the reason I wanted to get at it today is, if we're applying any of these marketing tools that these guys are using to business, it's the nous, the consistency, the guerrilla marketing that these guys are approaching. They will stick onto telegraph poles. They will put flags in front of friends' houses or houses. They will stand on the side of the road. They will. I had on Thursday, I had the local member for Liberal, lovely lady, and John Caputo come in to say g'day. Like, it's unbelievable marketing. And can you imagine if a real estate agent marketed themselves, or anybody in any industry marketed themselves that well? It's animal.
Yeah, I don't believe, however, that anyone should be allowed to say derogatory comments about RPM in any other country. Yeah, it is. It gets a lot of attention, obviously. But you know what, Mark? We were saying off air that it's different. These guys are doing a 3-month campaign. A lot of businesses, have to last the whole year. I think that definitely throws a spanner in the works.
Well, look, I think it's pretty big budget if you can run that budget for 12 months of the year. But I just think it's if you are pumping like that, whether you're a plumber, whether you're an electrician, whether you're a rubbish removalist guy, whatever you're doing, if you are marketing that well, guys, take a leaf out of this book, have a good look around. This is how you market shit. This is how you build a brand real fast. It's just incredible to watch. Something that Lisa just mentioned that I actually feel pretty passionate about is I think sometimes the derogatory comments against our Prime Minister or just each other, I think it's crass. When you see the way some of these guys act and speak about each other, it's just not. I think it's good business. So there's good things to learn out of this big exercise. There's also bad things to learn about that. What we shouldn't or wouldn't be doing in business. But I think slagging our Prime Minister, the guy that's running the country, good or bad. Like, I don't know. I think it's some countries. I think some countries you would be in jail for it, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah. But I've got to ask, as a business owner, Mark, do you think this guerrilla marketing can ever be a bit too much?
No.
Because we love it. We've done some different ideas. We've done Novak balls. It's unfortunate I don't think I have any here. Oh, I do. Hang on. Let me get one.
That was a big guerrilla.
This was guerrilla.
So these pink balls, what do they say on them? These pink balls call Novak. The other side.
Oh.
So need storage, $25, $35 or $45. These pink balls we were throwing into the back of utes in our local area because for tradies who need storage. So we had storage for rent. So we're throwing the balls in the back, and it actually ended up renting out all the storage rooms. Because these traders that were parking their tools on the street in the back of their utes were going, shit, hang on a sec, for $25 a week I can go and rent that. So that was guerrilla marketing.
Yeah. So, but these guys are like everywhere you look. They're either on the way to work, on the side of the road. They're on your TV when you get home from work. They just don't leave you alone. They're in your letterbox. Like, can it ever be too much?
They're in your office. I think the forgiving thing is, you just got to grin and bear it as a consumer of what's happening at the moment. You're like, you know what, it's going to be over. It's going to be over. It's going to be over. I feel very strongly about this, guys, and I'm not necessarily a politically driven person, but I think everyone should be real careful about the preferential voting, or for some reason I think of it as calling it swing voting. I think you've got to be really, really careful because some of the cool kids think it's all right to vote for these independents, but I think what you've got to watch even further is the independents aren't going to win, but they're going to award their votes towards a candidate who's Liberal or a candidate that's Labor. And I remember last election, I can't remember if it was the last or when it was certainly within the last 5 years, we had a big shock because the swing voting completely changed who was going to be winning. So I think I do like voting for Liberal or voting for Labor. And I do actually like some of the independents that are out there and what they stand for. But I think everyone should be really careful with where they're placing their voting if they're in an independent because I don't think the independents necessarily market at all where they're going to cast their votes to, but they market what they stand for a seat. Yeah. Very interesting.
Yeah, it is. It comes down to, I guess, education at the end of the day. It's funny because as much as it, is broadcasted over the 3-month campaign, there's not really that much information about, the background of it, in my opinion, at all. But yeah, there you go.
Well, that blast out of nowhere. So I think guys, out of today, what we've learned and what we're sort of putting out there is, like, if you market like a boss your business, it is just going to win in any business that you're in. These guys have, like it, love it or lump it, these guys have done a phenomenal job of getting their name out there. And I think all of us in business that can take a leaf out of some of these lessons these guys have done in Marketing 101. It's incredible to watch.
So, are politicians better marketeers than real estate agents? What are your thoughts?
Yep.
I think they're hardcore. They're a tough cookie. They're a tough cookie.
They are hustlers.
Yeah.
They are hustlers. Don't like to admit it. Look, I don't know if they've got the stamina, because that stamina's got to last a very, very long time.
Yeah.
Like real estate agents, but you've got to market yourself and your brand. Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's what they do nicely, is they are the sort of one-man band. They are branding themselves forward. So it is hardcore. And as I was going to say, as annoying as it is, you take a leaf out of their books. Any business owner, self-employed, it clearly works. And Mark, do you think you need a big budget to do this? No.
Look, they all have big budgets. Like, I think, I heard one of the independents spending like $3 million on their campaign. I think it's big money. But if you look at a lot of the principles of the ways these guys market their property, it's very efficient, very, very efficient. I think it's smart.
That's the takeaway. You don't need a big budget.
That's the takeaway.
Just get out there.
Absolutely. Billy, have a great day. Everyone have a great day. Enjoy yourselves. Our rate's going to go up tomorrow.
Stay tuned. We'll cover it.
A little bit, maybe. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be interesting. All right, mate. You take care.
Novak News will report. Thanks, Mark. Bye.
Bye.